Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for stopping by. One of the things that I did not include in my budget that I'm going back to really look at is inflation. As the U.S. inflation increases in general during this particular time, we want to look at the budget to see how that can and will have an impact. So I'm continuing my journey and using a SMART goal and velocity banking. And a SMART goal is me being more specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals that I set for myself in doing velocity banking. So a basic definition of inflation is maybe defined as a general increase in the cost of goods or services over time. So I'm just going to use one example today because that's what I have closely by. These are just some grocery store flyers that I've collected over the time to look at the increase. One important thing is inflation in California may be different from inflation anywhere else. We just had the minimum wage increase, and I think it's a minimum of $20 per hour for companies with 100 or more employees. One company that I'm going to look at in general, in terms of their prices, I think they fell under the minimum wage, so I think they got to now pay their employees $20 an hour because they have 100 or more. But I used to enjoy going out and getting two burgers and two fries. That used to be $3.99. And by 4/2/23, it had gotten up to $5.99. So you can see the general increase in inflation in general. By 5/28/23, it was still at $5.99. By 1/14/24, it was still at $5.99. And I'm pulling that information from just some of the flyers that I received at the house. By 3/24, it had gotten up to $6.99. And by 7/28/24, maybe they saw some fall off in the selling of their goods and services, and they brought the price down to 6.49 for two burgers and two fries. The last flyer that I received in the mail, 11/24/24, it had the two burgers and two fries back up to $96.99. So in general, between 2020 and 2024, going from 3.99 to 6.99 was a 75.19% in the cost of the two burgers and two fries that I kind of enjoy so much. Now, this is just one item that I track. But if you look over the general prices of things and the goods and services that you're doing, then you can see the in price increases overall. So with the budget that I put together and did in part four, I think I'm gonna go in and build in a price increase, and I think I'm gonna put it at $50 a month for all the goods and services that I consume this particular year, and that's probably going to lower the budget. But I definitely, as a political economist doing velocity banking, I would have been remiss in not showing general inflation or trying to build it into my budget. So in going forward, about $50 a month will be taken out of the budget to show the general increase in the goods and services that I'm paying. And that would help me to really kind of focus in on, okay, if you go out to get this item, there's been a 75% increase, but your wages over this period of time may have only increased 5%. Could you imagine where I would be if my wages was able to increase by 75%? I would be well over six figures in general. So just wanted to go back and look at that and talk about inflation and how I need to build some inflation into this budget so that I'm a little bit more comfortable, even though I'm saying this is the amount I'm making, I'm paying more. The dollar is going less. So as I consume more, I gotta be careful and really look at my budget. All right. So today I just wanted to go back over part 5 to go back and when I redo the budget, build in the $50 a month inflation against the dollar that I'm spending so that it kind of like bring down even further. The budget represents a very important key component to me in doing velocity banking and how I project. I'm also with the budget in place. I can look at what I spent last year in general, and I can see where I need to kind of pull back on my wages. I, it's a must. I mean, it is simply a must pull back on some of the areas that I'm spending because my dollar is not going as far as I would like it to do go in terms of paying down my debt. All right. So if you get an opportunity, look at inflation and some of the things that you're paying for in general. All right. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.